Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Ryan Switzer on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Ben will get this one to come. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 18 carries, 79 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And so a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens will take over. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones, but I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown passes with 36 last season, set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards, and he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 15 carries, 58 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Now what a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Jackson will look to throw it. Finding some room at midfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Baltimore.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
At the 45-yard line.
On second down, it's Edwards. Will he run? And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the ball before he gets there.
And throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a big start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are so...
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 29, Roethlisberger. The ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave him with 34. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had a catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers pick over first and 10 at their own 28-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Going an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
On first and 10, it's Keller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, held in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Run with it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
On second down, it's Connor. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's like constant.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The return man, Chris Moore. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while.
And Gary's man, complete. Still there all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Andrews, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens were able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The deep.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's a true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Ebron caught left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Steeler first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete right around And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? They didn't kick the field goal. And yet points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running up the field.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there. Well, keep it on the ground again here. He's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Switzer now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
Connor loses it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the saying the rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Chris Moore returning it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th of the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Steelers.
They'll run on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have
now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. That's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. And just a yard to go here on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Edwards. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And he forces his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steelers take over the first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're getting symptomatic.
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. First by him near the 35. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're into a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
He's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
With the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Pernell McPhee. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Now the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down. And they're going to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to look like a turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to 10.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He went with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pittsburgh throwing complete to McDonald. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And the snap will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So and he lost the football. It's loose. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one in the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Moore now on the return. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And the Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. On first down, it's Edwards. Across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,